Hey everyone, welcome back to another FSD Beta version 10.11.2 video. In this drive, we have a number of interventions and disengagements and some really interesting scenarios. I discuss my thoughts and experiences throughout and give some perspective on what I believe is going on in the mind of the car. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and I hope you all enjoy it.
Car's performing well. We've only been going straight though. Hasn't been too much complication here. Alright, the biker's just gonna go. That was... the car's slowed down for them, which you're not supposed to do because they're technically a vehicle. Especially if they're gonna ride through the intersection. If they walked across the crosswalk, then they'd be a pedestrian, but we're not supposed to stop for that.
Alright, so I actually want to pause for a second and talk about this really quickly. You can see FSD slow down before the biker starts to go across the road because the car in front of us is starting to slow down. So FSD doesn't want to stop in the middle of an intersection. This is something that came up in the previous video, and you can actually see that FSD doesn't want to get stuck in an intersection because it's illegal, it's not what you're supposed to do. So FSD tries to stop beforehand. It just so happened that the biker was there waiting to go across, and because we started to slow down, the biker started to go, and so FSD actually came to a full stop because of that. So FSD did everything exactly right. You can sort of ignore my commentary in the moment, but I just wanted to call this out because it was really good by the beta to slow down and do what it did.
Should have probably. Oh yeah, look at that. Car's getting impatient and wanted to go around to the left. It's definitely not what you're supposed to do in this situation. You just gotta be patient and wait for the cars to move in front of you. I have found that the car likes to be impatient though. So I disengaged there because the car was swinging way too far into the right lane to take a left there. Is this a one-lane road or a two-lane road? What's going on here? Feels like a one-lane road, but there's... Where are both sides of traffic supposed to drive? What's going on? That's so bizarre. It's really, really strange. Okay, I think my destination's coming up in a tenth of a mile here. See if it does anything for the speed bump. It does slow down for it, just does not visualize it, which is interesting. Let's see, I'm gonna hit the brakes there because while the car does have the right idea to go around, there was another car coming, and that would have just put us in a tricky situation, so. Anyway, I believe we're at our destination. Alright, so the app died on me. There was an interesting situation back there that didn't get captured. Unfortunately, there was a tipped over trash can in the middle of the road, and I was curious to see what the car was going to do, and it decided to change lanes, but a little too late, and so I had to intervene. Didn't hit the trash can or anything. We were totally fine, but I was hoping the car would have taken a left around it faster. Coming up here to a somewhat infamous, in my opinion, roundabout. It's very wide, lots of cars driving through it all the time. AI driver's gone around it a couple times, if you've ever seen his YouTube videos. It's definitely a complicated traffic circle, and it's one that I've been in, dozens of times with FSD Beta, and it's only done it correctly once, which we kind of just ran a red light there-ish. I'm gonna go ahead and report that. We were technically in the intersection when it was yellow, but it was a very stale yellow. Alright, so around this bend we will be getting to the traffic circle. And I think it's going to do something wrong to begin with here. It's going to try to take a right around here, which it isn't supposed to do, so unfortunately I'm going to disengage. And we actually have an opportunity here to go. I'm just letting it do its thing. I did tap it a little bit there, tell it was okay to go. Yeah, that roundabout's tough because cars go through there really quickly, and so if I let the car do whatever it wants to do, there are going to be people behind me that get upset. So that's why you kind of do just need to intervene when the car is doing something wrong, even if you don't disengage. Like hitting the accelerator is a good way to nudge the car. Because again, it rarely drives into places it's not supposed to drive. I mean, there was the one exception earlier on this drive where it tried to go around a bunch of cars on the left, crossing double yellow lines, which you're not supposed to do, because we were all just waiting for a red light. But oftentimes the car will eventually make the right decision. It just decides to it just hesitates. It takes longer to make that decision than is necessary, and so I will hit the accelerator a lot to make sure that it just goes, because it's not gonna really probably take me in the wrong direction or do the wrong thing. It just won't do the right thing fast enough. Which isn't as big of a deal if you're living in an area where there aren't tons of cars, but when you're in a spot where there's cars everywhere and people walking around, and bikers and stuff, you need to be assertive. And this is a weird one too. We're not taking a right. Yeah, and I'm hitting the accelerator through here because I don't know why the car's slowing down in the middle of the intersection. Yeah, I don't know what that was about either. It usually does that right, but sometimes it does just make weird decisions. Anyway, probably going to end the video here. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. I don't know how I'm going to split this up, but hope you've enjoyed it. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.